His life is mine! Any last words?
I've got 3. Run, Barry. Run.
So guys, we have probably just seen the craziest trailer that has ever come out for The Flash. This is definitely the most excited I have ever been for an episode, and holy crap, it looks so sick. The whole timeline being at stake, along with us seeing every speedster villain returning from Zoom to Savitar to Reverse Flash. Oh my god, I cannot wait for this episode. This is of course going to be my trailer breakdown for The Flash Season 9 Episode 13, titled A New World Part 4, aka, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but the series finale. It's so crazy to see that we are just one episode left until it all ends, and yeah, the emotions are starting to kick in because this show has had such a big impact for me, and just to see it go away is going to be absolutely emotional, and I'll definitely shed some tears when we do the watch party. But as I said, this is going to be the trailer breakdown for The Flash Season 9 Episode 13. Now, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to play the trailer due to copyright reasons. That's why I will link it in the description down below. So for those who haven't seen the trailer, you guys will be able to see it over there. But of course, before I go into the breakdown itself, I will quickly go over the synopsis for the episode as well, as it does give us a better idea in regards to what's happening in this episode. So the synopsis kicks off as followed. The final run, the Flash, the fastest man alive, is tasked with his greatest challenge yet, to save the timeline and save existence. Friends old and new gather for an epic battle to save Central City one last time. Now, the synopsis, it's very like brief compared to what you will normally get, and of course this is because it's the series finale. It's not really going to be that specific all that much, but when we look at the trailer, we can pretty much tell right off the bat what the synopsis is talking about. So this trailer kicks off with Barry in the hospital. He mentions to Iris that he needs to tell her something, and that's most probably going to be that Eddie Thawne is alive and that he's pretty much going after their family. We do see Zoom returning, and he's threatening Central City. It's so cool seeing Zoom back, and he's definitely the character I'm most excited to see return, because, you know, he's been a character so many of us have wanted to see return for so long, and Eric Wallace finally did it. But yeah, he's threatening CCPD, and he's going to be teaming up with the villains, of course, as well. It's going to be interesting to see what color his lightning is going to be. Is he gonna actually have the negative speed force red, or will he have his velocity 9 blue lightning? That's going to be very interesting to see. We do of course have the other villains in this trailer as well, which we will get into. However, I'm going to explain my theory in regards to how they will return. I think it's going to work something like Spider-Man No Way Home in a way, where these villains return from a point in time before something tragic happened to them. So in the case of Zoom, before he became Black Flash. In the case of Savitar, before he got erased from the timeline. In the case of Reverse Flash, it's going to be before Eddie shot himself, because Eric Wallace confirmed that the Reverse Flash we're seeing in this episode is going to be the one from Season 1. So all of these returning villains are going to be there from a point in time before something happened to them. And of course, it's going to happen through the powers of Eddie Thawne, which we know he's able to like open singularities and breaches and all those sorts of stuff. So it seems like that is how he's going to return. And of course, the whole timeline is breaking down as well. So that could also be another reason. Now over here, we do also see Savitar. Now he is of course in a red suit, and this is not what he would usually wear. So I'm just assuming that all of these returning villains, they're going to be using the negative speed force because of Eddie Thawne, and that's why Savitar's suit is going to be red. Now we have Eddie Thawne suited up as Cobalt Blue. He's pretty much accepted the power of the crystal and has become the avatar of the negative speed force. We do see that he's brought Iris flowers, and this is probably when he's going to be like confronting Iris. He's going to be confronting Barry. He's going to like threaten them, saying, okay, any last words, things like that. Now, we do have the mention that the whole timeline is breaking down. And of course, we could tell because all of these villains, they are here from a point in time from the past and before something happened to them, but also just Eddie's powers in general and like what the negative speed force is doing. It is affecting the whole timeline as well. And that's why it's at big stake, because it's the negative speed force tampering with everything. Now we do of course have Iris confused, and she's like, Eddie, she's questioning Eddie's presence, and I'm guessing this is going to be where Barry tries to tell Iris that Eddie is alive, but maybe he then just pops out of nowhere with the flowers, and then that's when Iris sees Eddie for the first time. Something like that could be happening as well. Now we do have Nora West Allen returning for this episode. She's of course time traveled to the year 2023 because she's going to help out with Team Flash, but also we do know that her younger self, like her baby self, is about to be born, but she's also here, and I don't know, but there's supposed to be some like timey-wimey issues going around over here, but it seems like no timeline rules are being broken, so that is quite interesting to say the least. I don't know, it's all time travel, timey-wimey stuff, so I don't know, they could just make up a random excuse. But yeah, we then have Barry, I believe, in the hospital, and he's like looking around, so this could be maybe the Iris was taken, or maybe he sees like the other villains around for the first time, or something like that. But we do have a quote from Eobard Thawne next, as he says, Flash, 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 you didn't think I was going to miss how this all turns out. This is of course going to be Tom Cavanagh's Reverse Flash, and I'm really, really glad that we get to see him for the last time as well. It does make sense that he is over here present in the final episode, as this is, after all, the main villain of the Flash ever. But he's not alone. Thawne is with Savitar, Zoom, and we do know Godspeed will be there as well, but we don't see him in the frame. But yeah, the main leader, of course, is going to be the new Negative Speed Force avatar, Cobalt Blue. So it's going to be like a big Speedster versus Team Flash war, and I'm really, really excited to see how they handle it. It's going to be interesting to see this villain dynamic and how they all work together as well. Now, this is a Thawne from Season 1, but he is wearing the new suit, and that is what confuses me. I don't know why they did that, but I'm sure we will get an explanation in the episode. We then have a quote from Barry as he says, "For the last 9 years, I have watched the people I love suffer and die. My wife is about to give birth to our child. I am trying to save the timeline and Eddie's life." So of course the stakes over here are very, very big. This is going to be a very, very intense episode because we have all of these speedster villains coming back. They're going to be very, very dangerous, as they are the most dangerous villains we've had on the show, and they're all speedsters after all, so put them all together, it's going to equal chaos, but also the timeline is at big risk over here. So Barry is in a very, very stressful situation. He's going to be very stressed out. This scene where he's talking to Chillblaine, it seems like it's going to be like a very emotional scene. It's going to be a very well acted scene from Grant Gustin, and I could already tell because he is giving some really, really great emotion, and I cannot wait to see how this all plays out. We did also have Barry mentioning, as I said, how he's trying to save Eddie's life, so this just goes to show that Eddie's just corrupted by the Speed Force at the moment, by the Negative Speed Force, of course, and Barry's going to try and find a way to reverse that, keep Eddie alive, but also not under the control of the Negative Speed Force. I don't know if it will be too late, will he still be evil, or will he calm down? Because we do know a part of why Eddie is acting like this is through the manipulation of the Negative Speed Force, but when he's freed from it, is he gonna go just normal Eddie, just restart a new life, restart fresh? That's going to be interesting to see. Now we do see that Thawne attacks Chester in Star Labs. We have Allegra crying after him. I doubt he's gonna die. I don't think anything's going to happen, although it would be really cool if we do see a character die in this episode, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we do also have a wheelchair at the back, once again showing that this is a version of Eobard Thawne from Season 1, but it's just, I'm so confused in regards to why he is wearing the new suit. If this is a Reverse Flash from Season 1, is it that Cobalt Blue just gives him this new suit? I don't know. It's going to be really, really interesting to see, and it's confusing, but I guess we will have to wait and see. Now, we do then have Cobalt Blue and the Flash being thrown inside Jitters. So, I don't know what that's about. Are they both fighting each other and they just both get thrown out? Or does someone throw them out? I don't know. But yeah, they both get thrown into Jitters. We do have Keone saying you need to believe in the impossible. Now, of course, we do know that Keone is the life force. And she's going to be having a very, very big and important role in this episode as well. Now, we do have another returning character in this episode, that of course being Jay Garrick. I'm so glad to see Jay back, as it wouldn't really make sense to end the show without seeing Jay Garrick for the last time, and I'm so happy that he's going to be there for the finale, helping Team Flash as well. So it's going to be Jay Garrick, the Flash, Nora West Allen. Unfortunately, we're not having Bart because he's like Jordan Fisher, the actor. I believe he was doing something else. And it would have been cool to have like Wally or something like that here as well. But, you know, just seeing Jay Garrick, the Flash, and Nora West Allen alone is going to be pretty cool. And of course, they are facing off against Cobalt Blue as well as the other speedsters. Now, we do then have SAVITAR having Nora like pinned as he's about to, like, you know, do the stabbing he did to Iris in season 3. Like, it looks like he's going to stab her from behind. Of course, he's not going to be able to. I doubt anything's going to happen to Nora. But yeah, it's just really cool that they somewhat paid homage to that in some way. We then have eobard thawne saying Barry's life is mine, as it looks like he's about to perform a reverse flash on a certain character, whether that be Chester, whether that be Allegra. I don't know about that. But yeah, we then have Barry facing off against Eddie inside of the negative speed force. I believe this is what's going to be the final battle between the two. And then the trailer, of course, ends with Eddie saying any last words. And this just gave me goosebumps when Iris says, I've got 3, run, Barry, run. That's going to be such a sick scene. And I know I'm going to get so hyped in that scene. I'm going to go like, yes, yes. That just sounds so cool. And honestly, I'm just so excited for this episode, as well as emotional at the same time, because this is going to be the last time we will ever see all of these characters on the screen, which is just absolutely crazy to think about. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought about this trailer. How excited are you guys for the finale of this episode? I'm interested to see all of your thoughts towards all of this as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.